The first steps that we want to talk about in divorce, the first thing you need to do right now is just don't panic. Trust me, I know. Your world is collapsing right now, and it's so easy to go into freeze mode because you're going to experience betrayal, hurt, anger, and mostly confusion by the brain fuck that you have just experienced or are about to. Expect the worst when you're dealing with a narc because they have no empathy for you. They're done. I don't know if it's 40 years that you've been together. A normal person, a father, a mother, a wife, or a husband would look at that time together and be kind. They would protect their children and you. But a narc feels nothing. And that's going to shock you over and over and over again. And you're going to be re-victimized by the acts and the tricks and the lack of emotion that's going to be thrown your way in the coming months. Having to defend yourself against false allegations is going to bring up fears, but eventually acceptance to know that your life will be okay. It's never going to be the same, but in time you'll look back and realize you'll be okay, and you've just been spared from hell. The journey out of hell is not easy. Whether you're ready or not, change is coming. Me, I was in shock. I was a mess and very much blindsided. I was scared of the future. It's raining. I was scared of being alone. I was scared of the unknown. And I never even envisioned the crap that was coming. Divorce is hard under a normal basis. And I'd already been through one divorce. It was my choice and it wasn't easy. But divorcing a narc is different. Protecting yourself means you have to anticipate, react, and be first. If you haven't already filed for divorce or he hasn't, file first. That is your best defense. That is your best thing because now you are the plaintiff and you don't have to defend yourself. Protect your assets, your bank accounts, your valuable items, your jewelry, electronics. Take a video of everything in your house. Walk around and talk as you're taking a video with your phone. And the reason is that your partner might very well have you blocked out of the house. I was blocked out of my house for 2 days a week during my first divorce. And he had to be gone for 2 days. It was a really weird thing. No one has ever heard of this before. But he wasn't a narcissist, but he did pack up a whole lot of things when I was, away for those 2 days, and they were never found again. Sets of china for 20 and things like that. I want you to change your email passwords. Key. You don't know if they knew it. Maybe you have the same old one that you always used. If they have that on their machine or they have access to it, they can access the information that you might be sending to your lawyer. So set up a new Gmail account and use that strictly for your lawyer. You don't want what you're going to send by email back and forth to your lawyer to get into the hands of the narcissist, because as he has done so many times before, everything that you tell him will be used against you. And this time it really is in a court of law. If you have a safe deposit box, go and empty it. Move everything that you have into it, into somewhere safe, a mother's house or a friend's, maybe even your lawyer's office. I emptied my safe deposit box, and just as my lawyer had told me to do, and they did exactly what my lawyer said was going to happen. They had a sheriff come and demand to open the safe deposit box, and since I had taken everything out, I did manage to put one thing in, which unfortunately he didn't get to see, but I did, and it made me happy. It's awesome. I put a picture from our wedding in his tuxedo where he's giving the photographer a finger, and I took that picture out of our wedding album and I put it in the safe deposit box for them to find. It was awesome. Banking. I want you to set up your own bank account with no paper trail, no statements to your house, to everything electronic. While you're going to have to disclose this to the court in the financials, you do not want your ex getting his hand on this knowledge or to have any information about this account until he has to. Think about stashing some cash. I know that sounds like who has cash and how do you get it and all that. Every single thing on your financials, by taking out $5,000 out of your savings account right now, they're going to know when you disclose all your financials. But if you can stash some cash and put it away, again, not safe deposit box, but put it somewhere safe. And if you don't have access to cash, think about like a credit line or a cash advance on a credit card. Take it out of your joint accounts if you have to, but protect yourself. Many divorces from a narcissist end up where the narcissist feels that they're entitled and they clear out the account first. My lawyer advised me to remove money from our from our savings account. And I moved it into an account, and then the lawyers put it into a trust so that it was protected. We told the judge exactly what we were doing and disclosed it, and it was being protected. The entire divorce, they used the fact that I did this every time, that I was some sort of major thief, but my lawyer would show statements that we hadn't touched it. Your narc is going to take this as a defensive act, and they're going to get angry. It's really, really important that you tell your lawyer exactly what you took, and if you have to pull some money out, keep really good records. When I cleared out our savings account, it was right after he'd gotten a large bonus, but he never touched it until he got fired. Our best man, I don't think so. So that he didn't have to pay temporary support. When the judge, he was in contempt of court about 4 or 5 times for not doing what the judge told him to. He didn't pay that temporary support, and the judge ordered me to take out the money that I needed to pay the mortgage and the bills in lieu of him paying the support that he now claimed he couldn't get. So do that. It's a good precaution. I want you to go get a lawyer and get to a lawyer. You don't have to hire one yet, but interview a few of them. You should be having a free consultation, and I have a really good secret that I'm going to put in my choosing a good lawyer video, which I think I might make today. But look at that video, and I'll put a link down here when I do publish it, because I've got a really good secret on picking a good lawyer. Next, I want you to find a counselor. Your life is going to be a roller coaster of emotions, and crazy stuff is going to happen, and nobody's going to believe you. It's so important that you get help. The narcissist's goal is to take you down. You're not going to understand that because you've been married to this person for a long time, but you're going to need support. And if you're like me, I didn't have the funds to pay for a counselor, and I was so scared. If you can't afford a counselor, look into town services. Call the National Support Hotline. See if there's anything that you can do. I just finished a 10-week course with, or 10 weeks of counseling with a domestic abuse counselor. She was great. It's from an organization called SPAN, S-P-A-N, Safeway for Progressive Alliance. I'm not sure. They offer free counseling, legal advice, and I can't tell you how much that helped me. So get some help. If you have a university in your area, you can reach out to them, because very often they have master level students that are supervised by professionals, and you can get free help. Your friends and your family are certainly people that you need to turn to. But for me, after 7 trials and all the crap that I was being put through, I needed more help. My friends didn't have the tools to help me the way an objective person that knows the behaviors of a narcissist. You might not know that you're with a narcissist now, but if things are getting really weird and you're seeing what the fuck just happened, you probably are with a narc. And I didn't know. But see if you can find a counselor that specializes in PTSD, divorce, and maybe even a specialist that deals with understanding a narcissist. Call that national hotline. You don't even know, but your life as a detective has just begun. Your life of having to defend yourself against false allegation has just begun. Self-care and care for your children is your mission now. Allow yourself to let things go, and you'll find that you won't be able to get as much done as before. Divorce things are going to run your life right now. But your future, your very existence is going to be affected by what you do right now. So be kind to yourself and don't beat yourself up. Everything's not going to get done right now. Right now, you and the kids. That's important. And then, of course, watching my next divorce video. If you haven't already started the process, I've got some great tips. Thanks.